Hello everybody, and welcome back to NORCO. So, when we last left our brave heroes, we were questioning LeBlanc over here. It turns out that Blake apparently didn't go to the tavern, and so we're kind of trying to get the whole story here. Also, the dude with the horse from episode 1 is in some shit. Oh no! So, I probably shouldn't swear in the first minute. Whatever, you know. Let's kind of just get back to it. Been a long day. Worked my tail off. Now Gus trying to make me walk all the way back to my place of business just to get my wallet. Shameful. Grab something from the bar for me, will ya? That's right. Yeah, we need to get him a beer or something. We're looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake anymore. Tell me more about Papa. What do you want to know? How do you become Papa? Oof, jeez. How do you become fixated on my mom? Yeah, how do you become fixated on my mom? A small town like this, your mama attracted attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed. That's my guess. Sounds about right to me. Where is he now? Living in a ditch somewhere. Well, that ain't nice, Gus. Oh, I wonder if that's that weird guy. He left here a long time ago. Used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went, probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words. They say he threw a brick through the church window once upon a time. That had people buzzing. Lots of us knew who he was, but none of us knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. That's enough about Papa. Oh, right, we have new stuff in our mind map. How could I forget? Ooh, bloodline. Yes, I was correct. It's the bloodline. Well, I guess technically it's kind of family, but anywho. That's what I thought was. An old man in Norco named Papa had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. He once threw a brick through a church window. That's a little concerning if he didn't like Jesus, because I feel like it'd be one thing if he was super Jesus-y, and did like our mom, but I feel like it's another thing for him to be kind of like anti-religion and also believe your mom to be a Jesus descendant. Let's grab a beer for this dude. What's gonna be this time, folks? LeBlanc wants another. Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry. Oh, I believe it. This is the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. How do you know what that tastes like, LeBlanc? There's real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say. And you buy me the cheapest beer in the house? A little rude, maybe, but that's okay. That ain't no problem. See? So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. Oh, so you're the PI guy, I'm guessing. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street, like I do, and I seen those shield security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box. You saw shield security leaving Catherine's house with a box? That's what I'm saying, robot. Listen, rude, she has a name. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? Dude, chill out. That's my sister. What would S.H.I.E.L.D. be looking for? Why didn't you stop the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents? That's enough. What would S.H.I.E.L.D. be looking for? Hell if I know. Laura St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there. She always took a bit of interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. Well, that sounds great. Sounds safe. Why would she be interested in my mom? Everybody was. He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say. You talking about Laura? Piece of work, that woman. Surprised she ain't run the whole operation into the ground. Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father. Yeah, she does sound like a loose cannon. Lots of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Clair Bionics. They make robots just like your friend here. Well, yeah. Hell, Million might be a St. Clair unit herself. See, finally, you know her name. ... Anyhow, man's rich as can be. Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil. You're telling me. There Gus goes with his bullshit. Not bullshit, it's truth. Alright, Gus. Enough about Laura St. Clair. Why didn't you stop the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents? Well, because I was busy. With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what? Yeah. You look so shifty. When are you ever busy with anything? All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you I was looking out the window and I saw them S.H.I.E.L.D. people. So you were looking out the window. You were just busy peeping, presumably? So answer the question, Brett. Of course his name's Brett. You see these people breaking into a home. You're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys. If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed him. Busy staring out a window? Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell, ask around town, everybody knows I'm a killer, are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself. I was taking a shit. Yeah, alright. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. Alright, I'm sorry, man. I hadn't even started wiping when I saw them S.H.I.E.L.D. dudes, alright, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your... Listen, you know... The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. You know... there's nothing I can add to that. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. This is a very dedicated man. Oh boy. Alright, that's enough. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. Would be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you buy your informant something to eat. Don't call yourself an informant. I'm not a cop. And circle back afterwards. I may have a little more information to share. Alright, we love a little bribery. What now, old boy got hungry? Yes, actually. Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, those look really good. I could go for some fries right now. Should have mentioned I don't care much for the fries here, but that's okay, I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all, but forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw S.H.I.E.L.D. thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What that box contained, no idea. But they were in there looking for something, no telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery in that old plantation house, where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they was heading, that'd be it. See, maybe that's why the laundry's all fucked up. Maybe someone folded the laundry and they were like going through it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website. What's the name gonna be, Keith? I got a few ideas in mind. You just like Duck, bruh. Duck used to be a news junkie too, digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, Kay? The man could use visitors. Who? No wonder you don't remember your mama talking about me. You got a pecan for a brain. Kay, I find it surprising that you don't remember Duck. Even the damn robot thinks it's sad. You got poor Catherine turning in her grave, kid. You better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does. Where is he? What do you mean? Kate must have taken you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point. Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why do you talk like that? Did they make you in England or something? You sound like a queen. Thank you. That weird ass thing. She's not weird, she's cool. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions? Hurry it up then. Where can I find Doug? We'll need help getting into the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy, I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all this. Them the only kind I've ever seen get through security. They was saying on TV one of them pirates been hiding in the Batcher Woods. It's all over the TV. He points towards the television. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. A man familiar to local law enforcement, known as Lucky, was among the pirates, S.H.I.E.L.D. officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Batcher Woods along the east bank between Kenner and Laplace. Yeah, I know him. Alright, so I guess we'll check out our mind map, check out Million, and check out Lucky. Oh, there's so much more to see now. LeBlanc. Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mother's death. Lucky. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Batcher Woods. Laura St. Clair. Ugh, she looks terrible. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. She is interested in my mom. Likely due to some aspect of your mom's research. Finished thought. How about Thomas St. Clair? God, they are just so creepy looking. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Thomas St. Clair is Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. Of course it's machine learning. Jesus Christ. I do find it really interesting that this game came out a few years ago, and everything just seems like even more timely now than it did before. Alright. Ugh. Yeah, it still seems like maybe the only things that light up are for these people and creepy eyes over here. Let's go. How about this guy again? Don't see how anyone can believe. Okay, yeah. We already did that. Million. If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it. We'll need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'd be successful. Let's ask around for help. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. It's good advice. Do you recall where Duck lives? I'm guessing we do now. There's a fugitive hiding along the Batcher. Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news, allegedly an oil pirate. What about him? Are oil pirates common? Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics and others are developing new technologies to address this. Where is the Batcher? The Batcher Woods are along the Mississippi River near Dime's Discount. Yeah, so we did know Lucky. Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D.? That's reasonable to assume. Cool. Dismiss. Anything new? Well, anyway. Let's get to those woods now. This has taken another unusual turn. Erica told us that Blake was heading there yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something must have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us towards your brother. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. Alright. We sure will. Alrighty, let's go back over to Dime's Discount. Oh, film crew's gone. I was hoping we could use them for something. Maybe it's just because it's too late in the day, they probably stopped filming. A freight loader is being repaired in the Batcher Woods on the levee. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Wasn't there... Couldn't you, like, go to the woods beforehand? Batcher, oh yeah, it's down here. Yee! Yee! Why are you looking at me like that, buddy? Either you seen a dog, little black pit, green eyes. Yes, my beloved. You see her, send her this way. She answered to Potts. You the one they're looking for? Well, so what? Lucky make the news? They want trouble, here I am. You see that dog, you send her this way. I will. Oh my gosh, I get to interact with the dog, my beloved dog. Oh, hold on. We had a mind map. Well, I guess we can go over to the bookstore. The dog sitting near the entrance, she matches the description given by Lucky. Yes. And mind map, Lucky, a fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi Batcher Woods. His dog has gone missing. Okay, cool. Yeah. Dog. Look at dog. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Touch dog. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Maybe if I talk to these guys. 2 teens. This dog looks kinda hungry. What do dogs eat? Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. Okay, yeah, so we can go to Dime's Discount and pick up that Alpo. Anything new, driver? Probably gonna try to get an invite to this Quack app. Anything's better than this. Okay. Alright, let's go back to Dime's Discount. We'll go inside. I don't like you. I don't like you. Gonna take the dog food, grab a bag of dog food. Scan the dog food. Yes, good evening. How may I help you? I'm good. But I need to use the... God, I know I was just here, but I do not remember for the life of me. Oh, no, yeah. I gotta drag it over, right. You scan the dog food. Thank you for your purchase. I wonder where we get our money from. I guess it doesn't super matter, but I am happy we don't have to keep track of a currency. Not gonna lie. Dime's Discount. No. That is not where I want to go. I want to go to Sarpy Books. And then, as you reach down to feed dog, you pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away. Yes, dog has joined the party. Potts, bruh, it's the dog. Love that dog, bruh. You and me both, you know? Alright, Potts, let's go find your dad. Alrighty. Potts! You brought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Potts now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her. He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million. Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Clairbionics unit? No. Alright then, just thought you might fill Lucky in on a little gossip. What gossip? Laura St. Clair, she is one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase. For what? What I was hoping the robot might tell you. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me. Well, we need help. Help is just what we need, that right? We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag. This guy fucking rules. Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. I love the Kuno energy. Now that there are so many of us, we'll need the truck to get around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. God damn, there's so many people in our party. What you got, Kay? What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.? Lucky know about all there is to know. What about it? How long has the facility been in Norco? Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Tell me about Thomas St. Clair. How long has the facility been in Norco? Shield came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all the oil right here in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, got the land cheap, river connects straight to it. Whole operation down here used to run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got the regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top. The man laughs. Bet they regret that idea. Tell me about Laura St. Clair. Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of Shield Norco. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking, they get her daddy. Wow, yeah. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind, and Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her. See, that's what nepotism gets you. What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why's she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake, they ain't got no oil, no salt domes. Whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil. Does it have anything to do with a weird eagle monster? Tell me about Thomas St. Clair. Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts from around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots, man's a billionaire. Shield's board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but they sure know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire Bionics out from under him. Dang, so he literally will have absolutely nothing to do with him. Some people say she even tried to kill him. Go off, girl boss. Enough about Shield. You from around here? Lucky come from Vachery? Right up the river. But he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world. What an icon, you know? How long have you had Potts? Potts been by Lucky's side 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath a car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like she was. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot, guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times. I love her so much. Hey, Potts. Okay, I can't pet Potts, I don't think. I can pet Potts in my mind. Memorial, languishes. Sprayed haphazardly. Here past the parade. Freedom fighters. Yeah. Small. Da. Okay, nothing's changed there. Alright, let's go back to the house, I guess. Overworld blocked. Overworld? Oh, yeah, no, because we can't get around until we have the truck, since we have so many people. I wonder if this has any new dialogue now. Snowball yeah, no, never mind. Padu PI, we snoop for you, you sure do. Home. Cat, your mom fed the neighborhood strays. Feed her. Let's go on in. So this is my house. These are my discarded letters and my laundry. Well, I guess it's kind of your mom's. I guess we moved out, but you know. Here's where all the pills were until I stole them and gave them to some guy at a gas station. Lucky. Check him out. Lucky waits beside the truck. He sure does, huh? So this Miss Madeire's house then. Lucky knew your mom a bit. How? She was around, seen her a time or two. She was no friend to the companies either. They'd have liked to have her dead. They got her their wish. The old man nods. They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble. What do you mean? They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf. Now they're building a brain. A brain? Hell, everybody know they're in there building a brain. All the refineries is doing that. Gonna hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They're gonna use it to find fuel out in space. Yeah, that sounds about right. Best of luck to 'em. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck. There can be some things wrong with trying to make a buck. God, I wonder if that's that big, like, bird-looking thing that we saw earlier. 'Cause, yeah. Also, I just hate how, like, realistic this is. Like, I was just thinking about this. It sucks how it's like a dystopia, but a very reasonable dystopia in its closeness to reality in our world. Just because you can't tell me that that ain't like Elon Musk like 4 years from now. Then why get in their way? Lucky ain't nobody's way. Everybody liked Lucky just fine. Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line. Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just likes causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D. ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder. Will do. Hey, Million. God, her stance. I've finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? One sec. I want to make sure nothing else is happening. I need to check my mind map. S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building a brain. Lucky says S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves. They sure are, huh? Alright, let's go then. Anything with the Prybar? Yeah. I swear we're gonna come back to that sometime. Finished repairing the truck. Yeah, let's go. Lucky joins party. Jesus. Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. No, not Monkey. Not Monkey. Man, I wanted to talk to him one last time. Oh well. I do think it's interesting that we're in the back. I wonder... Yeah, I guess that's us, because we were wearing something similar and also, you know, can't see our face. Yeah, she doesn't want me to pet her. I am petting her in my dreams. What about you, Lucky? Lucky shouts over the noise of the highway. What you got, Kay? Nothing. Alright, I guess we'll just go to S.H.I.E.L.D. then. Jeez. A greener world awaits. I suppose so, huh? Looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. upgraded their drone fleet. Seen a couple of those sentinels downriver. They'll just keep calling on guards until you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets. Come on, just shoot it. Any ideas? You'll need a way into the security system. Reroute their flight path, that's what Lucky thinks. So we gotta like distract them, it sounds like. Like I say, that sentinel drone just gonna keep calling on guards as soon as we knock them out. Lucky ready for anything, up to you. Let's hold off for a second. It's also interesting to me that, especially this one that has the face, because the only people that we've really seen that just have a face like this are us, Blake, and, well, in the mind map Million. Alright, guardhouse. These are both blocked off. Like I say, that's an... Fuck it, let's do it. The man nods. Oh, okay. Is this... What are we doing? Let's click on us. Oh, alright. So... Oh, God. Well... Okay. I'm doing my best. How about this? Oh, 100 damage. 35 damage. Damn, Lucky. Alright, Lucky is resting. Okay, Million. Let's try and take this guy out. Bum, bum, bum. Million attacks for 0. Okay. Jesus, Lucky. You sure are lucky, huh? Lucky attacks shield guard. God, how many hit points does he have? My God. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I did 5 damage anyway. Lucky. We're gonna attack. Boom, boom. Oh shit. Listen, man. Yeah, this looks great. Okay, we got some damage in. 100 damage. There we go. Woo! I did not expect anything like that. Well, okay. I may have fucked up saying that we should just do it, but like I say, Lucky ready for anything, up to you. Let's hold off. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. We like died a little bit. We're fortunate to have Lucky's help. We should listen closely to his advice. How about you, Lucky? We can whoop these guards, but that sentinel will just call them back. Find some way to reroute its path. We'll need some way of clearing that sentinel. Anything in our mind map that can help us? How about you? Really shaking in my boots. Get that dog the hell out of here. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't like you. Can we go somewhere else? Because I feel like every time that we've done something before, I've felt kind of like, okay, this is naturally the next thing that we do. I wonder if there's anything in here. Because this is the only like electronic thing I can think of. I'm gonna be so mad if it's something super obvious again. You know what I mean? If so, then I'm gonna cut all this shit out and just kind of like go to the next thing. How about you? You got anything to say to me? Probably gonna blah, blah, blah. Can I go in Sarpy books? Hello Crouton, hello Erica. What's up? We're okay, cool. Do you know a guy everyone calls Papa? I know a lot of Pawpaws. I keep saying Papa, it's Pawpaw. He is a man from NORCO. He was somewhat troubled. Lots of troubled people from NORCO. Lots of Pawpaws. Well, Erica shrugs. Not sure. He threw a brick through the church window. Oh, that dude. Didn't know they call him Pawpaw, but yeah, I know about him. Why? When was the last time you saw him? I didn't think he was around anymore, but Blake saw him just a few days ago. Yeah. Where? Your mom was interred at the mausoleum on River Road. Blake went by for a visit, I guess. It's right down the street, so he stopped here on the way back. Said he saw that guy walking down River Road carrying a bucket. Well, alright. Oh, the whole bloodline. An old man in NORCO named Papa had delusions about your mom. Blake saw him wandering over to your mom's tomb. Okay, I wonder if there's like anything new there then. Because I don't think we've been to the tomb before. Mausoleum, yes. I feel like I had a thought that I wanted to check out, but I don't remember what it was. Let's go to the mausoleum anyway. Alright. Lucky, you got anything to say? Which got K? Yeah, no. I miss Monkey. Let's see. Should we go to the church? I kind of want to check out the church first. You approach the church and try the door, but it's locked. Okay, yeah. Mausoleum then. Crypt. Man, of course we're broken in. The face of your mom's crypt is damaged, with cracks running along the edge. It appears as if someone has tampered with the crypt. With a Prybar, we could open it ourselves. Yeah, that's it. See, you know, one finger on the monkey's paw curled when I said I wanted to use the Prybar, huh? Now we just gotta go look at our mom's corpse. This sounds fun and easy and cool, actually. Alright, let's go grave robbing, I guess. Grave detecting, perhaps? Alright. Use the Prybar, look at our mom's corpse. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. It peels away and oh, nothing's in there. Peels away from the thin cock bead effortlessly. Someone has removed Catherine's casket. Oh, or was she never dead? Catherine's ring. This was your mother's ring. She wore it on a chain around her neck. Oh, that's the fake jewelry. Take ring. Catherine's ring added to inventory. A letter, the penmanship delicate. It reads, Beloved Kay, her remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon. All right. I do think it's really interesting that old boy thought that we were like Jesus descendants, so I wonder if he stole her corpse being like, she's gonna come back. Your mom was exhumed. Her body was stolen from the Red Church mausoleum. Your mom, yeah, sure was. Let's go back now. Alright. Let's see if we can do anything else here then. Because we did not solve our robot problem. Anything here? No. Well, I wonder if maybe Erica has anything to say about that. Or I guess we could maybe go back and ask the other dude. At the tavern anyway. What's up? We're trying to get into the refinery. Weird why they stole some of my mom's stuff. Oh yeah, we never actually asked about that. What stuff? We don't know. Well, we safe? Do you know how we can get in? Seems to me they've got it locked up tight. The drones keep an eye on things 24/7. Just passing by. Always good to see you, Kay. It's good to see you too. I love having a friendly face. You know? Love a friendly face. I did not mean to come back in here. Okay, let's get back in our truck. Let's check out Floodgate Tavern. Let's see if old boy's still in here. You two knuckleheads managed to figure out what S.H.I.E.L.D. was looking for. Come and tell me. A good detective like to know what's going on. Where can I find Duck? I told you, like, the first time, think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, kid. Yes. What? Why did... I think I imagined that lighting up. Sorry, Million. Maybe if we click on Duck and just... An old friend of your mom's, your memory of him is scattered and vague. But where does he live? You try to recollect. Okay, yeah, this is the right move. His face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was afraid of him. I was always happy to see him. Let's say, I feel like afraid is more interesting. You hid behind Catherine when he was around. His health... It took a turn before he left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son, dead at 14, an explosion in the yard, natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. The pipeline. It crossed the property into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line, what's left of it anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind, the perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table in those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Yes! We got there. Dimes added to map. Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. Duck lives there. I wonder if that's by Dimes discount then. Well, if we can recall Duck like that, he kind of looks like Jim Pickens from like Call Me Kevin, but anyway. Wonder if there's anything. No, yeah. Reports of construction, something in the lake. Okay, I'm guessing there's gonna be more thinking to do later. Hey, Lucky, do you have anything to say about that? Lucky, what you got, Kay? Nothing. We got nothing. Okay, so we got Catherine's ring. S.H.I.E.L.D., Dimes, discount, Dimes. Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like this has gotta be destroying the roof, but it's gorgeous. Dimes, yeah. Check it. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. I mean, can you blame them? There's so many hurricanes. Well, this is ominous. I'm sure everything's cool and Duck is normal. That genuinely scared me. Yeah, turn it back off. Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. Not the first ones to come through here, toppling over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty, come around looking for copper. God, don't you recognize me, your best friend? But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. See? You recognize me. I wish your eyes were not these little, like, pinpoints. It's kind of scaring me. How's it been, Duck? You mentioned a buyout. You're just hanging out in the dark? You're just hanging out in the dark? Yes, I am. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive. Just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go, so... Head drive? I unleashed it. The monster, Super Duck, calls itself just calls itself that just to get me, just to piss me off. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known that from the get-go. Sorry, I cannot read today. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Okay, so I wonder if head drive is the thing we were making with Catherine. And, and it's like got all your memories in it. And since this is Duck, Super Duck is his head drive. And it sounds like it's kind of like just taken off on its own thing. Your mom went to the same clinic for hers. Yeah, there we go. I tried to warn her. That junk that was in my brain, he begins to laugh, is spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. You know? That's truly the like, it hurts when I do this, then don't do that. She never listened, stopped responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so... You kept up with my mom? Yeah, so I wonder if Super Duck is what has made the, like, cryptocurrency. And Catherine was going around doing all the shit. So, okay. So Dallas, who Catherine was with, mentioned that he had stolen a head drive. So I wonder if, like, before the app, maybe they're, like, kind of... Okay, because they're building a brain. So I wonder if Super Duck and... Well, I guess we'll just watch the story unfold anyway. You kept up with my mom? Up until right near the end, Kay. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. But I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. Oof. It started in her liver. They burned it out, thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down the airline like some kind of bag lady. Figure she thought it'd go away if she ignored it, but that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, it never did quit. Been getting sores, cramps every day, can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, that's not the kind of thing you can work off. Think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. Interesting, because the way he talks about it makes it sound like it's contagious, so I'm guessing that it wasn't cancer that killed her. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it, but what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So, we were trying to get into the refinery. I have more questions about my mom. I have more questions about my mom first. This monster, my mom was working for it? Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. Yeah, so it was that giant bird thing. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend her funeral? I planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything. But the day of the service, I couldn't hardly walk. I heard from a couple people that it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that'd chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She'd say it reminded her who she was. Figure she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone, and Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So. Man, okay, so it seems like he's probably also terminally ill. I mean, he basically has like said as much, but, you know. The ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story? Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove that he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everybody it was from the old world, said it traveled from France and Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. My mom was fired from the university? Sure, you were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job, nothing special, just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine, never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Yeah, it really sounds like it. Enough about my mom. We're trying to get into the refinery. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? They stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest to your mother. Why? She wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard S.H.I.E.L.D. or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO. Said it followed her for nearly a mile. But anyhow, that CEO they got at S.H.I.E.L.D., she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Okay, so the UFO thing that was on the online message boards, it seems like is, I mean, probably not separate, but probably a little separate from Super Duck. Catherine got to be careful in her old age. Paranoid even. The important things she kept hidden. Whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back. I mean, I wouldn't be so surprised. I wouldn't be so sure anyway. Can you help us get in? I'm gonna regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long I've been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how S.H.I.E.L.D. managed to do it, but they fucked up. They brought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit, but just got myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful. You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard, just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us was alright, but worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died. I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dimes, so. Yeah, okay, so it sounds like that theory that we read the book on is pretty accurate. With the, I want to say, it was like an external something. Sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories, control points they call them. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was so painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Oof. Yeah, that'd be rough. Alright. Let's check out all the new shit on our mind map. So much shit on the mind map. Laura St. Clair, your creepy ass. Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Duck speculates that it's because of the object your mom observed in the lake. Blue. Blue is in a mausoleum. Blue wasn't buried, he was interred in a mausoleum. You visited it a few times as a kid. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for her to finish. Afterward, she dragged you into the church that faced River Road to make you touch the holy water. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. Finished thought. How about you, Duck? Duck is an old friend of your mom's who lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through the yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in Dimes and is in poor health. Fake ring. Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop and stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered that the ruby was made of synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died. She was buried with it. And now we have it. Head drive. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Interesting, so it sounds like her consciousness is around here somewhere. I wonder if that's what S.H.I.E.L.D. was taking away. I feel like that would make sense. Duck, I love you. You look so goddamn creepy over there. I'll make sure to turn off your light before we go. Oh yeah, we didn't go in the library. We need the library. Trophy. A trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reese Richard, St. Charles Parish, YX2B. Library box. A strange ornamental box. Strange. Touch it. You attempt to open the box, it's locked. Yeah, we probably shouldn't sift through Duck's shit anyway. Printer. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metairie sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. S.H.I.E.L.D. is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Oh, that's fucked up. So it sounds like even if you don't get bought out, or decide to sell because of the health effects, then they can literally just encase you. That's terrifying. A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. Okay. Oh, we literally just read this. Yeah, cool. Where we at? Books. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. U.S. Army Corps Anomalous Light Report. The report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory and the Bonnet Carré spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX1S, commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry has determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. Okay, so that's what sounds like he was maybe researching the thing Catherine saw. Pigman. Some claim that the pigman is a type of grunch. Alright, who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. See, he's a benevolent cryptid, it sounds like. I hope we get to meet him. I'm sure that's another finger on the monkey's paw curls moment, but fuck it, I want to meet the pigman. Deer head. The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. You pull on the mouth of the deer. It articulates open by way of an internal hinge. Inside of the mouth is a golden key. You remove the key from its perch and slide it into your pocket. I wonder if I can open the box now. You attempt to... yeah, that's locked. Yeah, I feel like the console will probably be the last thing that we do. You use the key in your possession to unlock the box. Inside you discover a small collection of letters folded with care and decayed with time. Read. Let's stick to letters from here. The new phone in the house shows a list of incoming calls. I was unbearable last night. Words were leaving my mouth that never entered my head. Please know how much I care about you and how much I wish I could tell him. I understand your frustration and I'm sorry and I love you and I hope that you can bless me with your patience just a little longer. Love you with my whole heart, C. Interesting. So that's our mama. A computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. Use terminal. You sit before the shield terminal display. Alright. Ooh, alright. Sequence allotment. This is a map of Shield's Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If we want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there is a way of relocating them to other zones. Drones 3... Okay, yeah, so I'm guessing this is the amount of moves we can make. And we have to shift these 3 drones elsewhere. Okay, so Zone G is max capacity. Choose a destination from the neighboring boundaries of the selected security zone. Okay, so we can send one here. Maybe we can send one here. And then I think, how about here? Choose destination, deselect. So there are only 2 in E, so we can move it to E. Origin zone unsecured, allocating drone from maximum capacity neighbor. It seems that there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. That means that when removing the last zone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Okay, cool. So this is max capacity, this is max capacity. Catalytic cracking unit. So it seems like 3 is max capacity. So if we were to move this here, then we can move A to D, yes? Zone A unsecured. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful. Delightful. Alright, let us fucking zoom out, you know? Anything left to say? How you doing? We gotta go. I'll turn off your light for you, buddy. Alright, let's fucking go. I'm actually gonna save first to make sure we don't lose any of this. Alright. Back to shield. He. Alright, so in the meantime, we gotta play this fucking minigame again. No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these 2, we're in. Let's do it. Man, nah. Alright, let's start with Doug, because he's way easier. Cool. 100 damage. 35 damage. Why you gotta hit K, you know? Let's do million then. Bum, bum, bum. Shield guard for 8 damage. Lucky. Bum, bum. Shield guard for 100 damage. Why do you have to keep hitting K, you know? What did she ever do? Bum, 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 bum. Wow. 25 damage. See, we did our best, though, you know? We got crit. Stop attacking K, I swear to Christ. 8 damage. We attack lucky. There we go, we're in. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk into the place. Would you look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put a show on. Put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Let's get to it, eh? Alright. There it is. There's that cool Little guy. Alright, we're back at Catherine. Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with Big Bird. ... I sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas. Question mark? No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Okay, so we were looking for the stone in the lake, probably. Ew. Superduck is, what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communication of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows him. Influencer, dopamine fiend. Convinced himself he has faith in God. Convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are prophecies of a fool. Alright, seems normal. Got it. Go get me my shiny stone, hurry. Before you die, I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. Okay, so I wonder if the stone is the, weird shit in the sky. And we earn some money, isn't that cool? Alright. Superduck node. Go on, get me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for? Alright, I didn't want to do that. Hey Dallas, what the fuck? There are a lot of nodes in in the network. This one's the biggest. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on. Who's John? Where do we find this stone? Who's John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John. Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful, not the most orthodox preacher. Where do we find this stone? The thing Super's looking for. Promenade Mall in Kenner. That's what Super said anyhow. Thanks. Dismiss. Alright, is there anything with our phone we can do that's new? Because I kind of want to revisit the messages with Duck. Don't mess around with that shit. Been a while, Duck. Got me carrying a tank. Let's see, Super contacted me, so he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went? Don't mess around with Super. That thing's got no soul. Likes to ruin all it touches. I need the money. Can't leave it. Okay, yeah, that's basically what we saw in our conversation with Duck just now. Alrighty then. Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse. Yeah? That's normal to you? No, but I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but... What's this stone? He said it loves you. What was all of that about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why do they keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone, I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some internet weirdos are living in the mall and they've got some stone. That's right. Kenner John and his gang. They're planning on keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way to get inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got that? Go to the abandoned mall, steal the magical stone, bring it to the giant warehouse bird. Couldn't be more clear. Well, I guess we're stealing some shit. Anything new? Biggest node in the network. Okay, cool. Alright then. We've got money now, kinda. Promenade Mall. Let's go. Promenade Mall. Oh, it's raining now. Side lot, mall, drainage canal. Let's start off with side lot. Check it out. A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is behind the lot. We go to the car. Right. Potato chips. A half-eaten bag of potato chips sits beneath the car. Something tells me we're gonna need those. Car. That's Keith? Who? Keith Broussard. Guy I went to high school with. Where'd you go to high school? Destrehan. Destrehan's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night. Guess I've been on this app for too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate. Oh, it's that guy. Right. Alright, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too. Working a case. Starting me a little news website. What's the website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. Very cool. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working, Keith. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Keith. Guy who runs the operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture. Keith, I liked you. Don't tell me you're on some like Q shit. Ginner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Gunner John? I know he got his start posting in the comments section on New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there and saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff, guy's a sicko. Alright, that's enough. I should keep moving, but I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Please come by. Why I don't see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I found myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Lou the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? You kept his name. Figure it couldn't have been all bad, just something I wonder. Well, wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. Alright. Subdivision. I think we're actually going to pick back up here next time. Kind of see what all's going on in this shopping mall, in this subdivision with this little weirdo. Yeah, well, I guess I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.